Sydney Tokyo overlap. It is 7 p.m. Eastern. So, a good evening to all of you who are joining from the western side of the world, and it's early morning, around 4:30 on the eastern side of the world. So, a very good morning to those who are joining from that side. And let's get started off with the daily chart of the Euro USD flashing right in front of your screens. Today is the beginning of a new series. We've got just overlapping week where one day of March was done yesterday and remaining 4 days of April. Usually when you have such kind of overlapping week, it the process of it's not a technical theory or anything else, but major tops and bottoms are carved during these times, last couple of trading days of a month or the beginning of a couple of trading days of series, right? So must watch out for potential bottoms in the euros, in pound, a potential top being carved around the dollar index. All right, potential top around gold as well. Yesterday was a good movement, and we could take some profits in the portal. So let's get started off with the Euro USD chart analysis for the session. All right, so the daily chart has no change. It is moved 5 waves higher at a larger degree and followed by 3 waves lower at a similar degree, taking a good bit of 3.5 years to 4 years. And since 13th of January, it is now beginning to cut loose on the north side, potentially 5 waves, and that impulse wave is expected to uh, that impulse wave is expected to push through the 1.12 and 1.1. Possibly we are looking at 1.15 levels earlier, going forward. Sorry. So euro, despite the fact that it's taking its own time, but the trend that we've been picking up since the 13th of Jan, I remember specifically, after 13th of Jan, each session that we have done over here is almost on the long side, except the fact that if we have booked profits, we are waiting for the entry point. Right, so let's move on to the 4 hour time frame, and yeah, so here's the 4 hour chart. If you look at the wave structure, the minute wave 1 is complete. Minute wave 2 was also complete on the 13th of Jan, and minute wave 3 circle Roman is still far away, but it's being produced right now. Let me bring up the chart here. So we have still room for minute wave 3 to terminate, as you can see here, and that's the sub-minute wave 5, which would terminate minute wave 3, and then slight corrective drop minute wave 4, and followed by a rally again. Minute wave 5, which would complete minute wave 3. So that rally still has got quite a bit of room to cover, and by the time the minute wave 3, which is extending itself, is complete, prices should be comfortably trading above 1.12 for sure. In fact, we are looking towards 1.15 or 1.17 by the time minute wave 5 completes. So in terms of the price, And in terms of the potential waves to be covered, Euro is almost midway right now with 1.0820 levels. We are still looking for another 1,000 points of rally. Remember, the story began from 1.0177. That was an aggressive trade call, and then it followed up with a neat little wave 2 corrective decline, settling around 1.0215. All right, so from 1.02, we are looking towards 1.17, which is almost 1500 points, in line with uh, the magnitude of the previous wave 5. All right, so now coming back to the trading point of view, it is it is possibly carving the euro USD is possibly carving. I think it's done wave one and two, and then one and two. So series of waves ones and twos being carved right now. It looks like, and if it is done correctly, that means the third wave is extending with the subwaves ones and twos already in picture, and we should be seeing wave three pushing higher. So series of waves ones and twos potentially being carved out, and we are now looking for a third of third wave pushing higher towards 1.12. All right. So we are close to 1.08 after potential bottom which curved around last week. So if you are still sitting on the sidelines, we already initiated longs around 780 last week. But if you are still sitting on the sidelines, then it'd be a good place to enter on the long side with a but the stop loss technically wouldn't go below 700. It would actually go below 500 or around 525, just a few points below wave 1 termination. All right, that would be your stop loss for now, and we will revise the stop loss once price action pushes above 1.0960. All right, so that's the trading point of view as well on the long side, firmly on the long side, I would say. Okay, so let's switch the charts analysis to the dollar index now. So the daily chart for the dollar index coming up on your screens now. Oh, that's Bitcoin. That was a mistake. Yeah, here you go. The daily. Let me flip the chart to the daily. All right, that's a wonderful view of the dollar index daily chart, isn't it? Five wave decline right from 115. We've got wave 1 and 2 and 3, 4, which is a triangle, wave 5. So after the impulse wave terminated around the July 2023, it was more or less confirmed that the larger degree trend is down, and the second thing is the move is incomplete. All right, followed by a corrective ABC rally. We still have enough room uh, going forward, which could technically print below 99, There you go. It should be technically printing below 99 to complete the pattern. All right, now we are trading close to 104. Prices are again pulling back at the lower degrees, so it's a good opportunity to take positions actually. But before coming to the trading point of view, let's discuss the wave structure of the dollar index on 4-hour time frame, please. The daily chart is firmly pointing towards the south side, ideally targeting below 99. And that is the 4-hour chart for the dollar index. And what it's telling us a story is that wave 3 is extending at 3 different degrees. I repeat, sir, wave 3 is right now extending at 3 different degrees. Now, the first degree is minute wave 3, which is being produced, which is unfolding right now. And within the minute wave 3, it is also unfolding the minute wave 1 and 2 and minute wave 3 possibly lowered into its last wave. So minute wave 3 is also extending, and before this happened, we had a sharp minute sub-minute wave 3 which was extended in the first week of March. All right. So wave 3 extension, looking at 3 different degrees. It is quite powerful. It's quite powerful wave description and wave unfolding going on in the, I think, in the euro, USD on the north side, and dollar index on the south side, respectively. All right. So we still have a long way to go before minute circle Roman wave 3 terminates, and even further when minute wave 5 Roman terminates going forward. All right, so that's the story in as far as the waves are concerned in the dollar index, please. And trading point of view, yes, of course, there is no doubt that if you are still sitting on the sidelines, you must consider hitting the sell button around these levels 104 and just above 104 right as we speak right now. And I think we are still carving lower degree waves 1s and 2s, and possibly prices would ideally stay below 104.40 to hold the bearish view. All right. And you never know, there could be a first impulse complete as well. We can go on a 15 minutes time frame to watch out if it is complete or not. I think we might have got an expanded flat wave 2, wave 3, 4 and 5. It is quite possible that we might have completed the first wave uh, on the motive side or the impulse wave, all right. And we also completed wave 2 higher. By all means, if this is correctly done, then prices would stay below 104.50, 50-60 high, whichever was registered, and prices would reverse lower sharply as the third wave resumes. All right, so it's an interesting story where the second wave is just being carved out on the 1st of April, and the third wave just beginning to cut loose on the south side. I mean, that story resonates quite a bit equal to what we just saw in the euro. All right. Okay. So next coming up is the GBP USD 4-hour chart, and it goes without much of the doubt that we've got uh, minute wave 3 which is extending, and it is expected to terminate around 1.35, even higher. And on the other side, if you look at the lower degree wave count, then sub-minute wave 4 was terminated around 28.60 over the last week. And what we are seeing right now is further lower degree waves, ones and twos. Actually, the second wave is just complete as we speak overnight, over the last session, and that low around 1.2884 could be the wave 2 termination, wave 2 of a lower degree termination. All right, and it looks like pound is now setting up nicely for the third wave of a lower degree. So mostly euros and the dollar indexes and pounds are right at the threshold to begin the lower degree third wave towards their respective larger degree trends. All right. So trading point of view, it's an even better place to enter on the long side for pound. The potential stop loss goes towards 1.25, and the targets are pointing towards 1.35 going forward. All right. So that is the story in GBP USD. Let's have a quick look at what gold is doing for this session, and so let me try and flip the chart to a daily. So gold daily chart is again unfolding a beautiful story that depicts the fifth wave of a minor degree in progress. So we've got wave 1 of a minor complete, wave 2, wave 3, and wave 4 minor degree is also complete. And right now, minor wave 5 is progressing, and within minor wave 5, minute wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth wave is underway. All right, so minute wave 5, and going further, minute wave 5 is progressing within minute wave 5 of minor wave 5. This is the final structure. That means wave 5 is progressing at 3 different degrees. The first extension of the minute wave 5 termination was seen around 3092. That has been met already, and the minute extension is also hit at 3128. I think it's just barely hit 3128 yesterday, or the past two sessions, sorry, and according to the Eastern Standard Time. All right, so it is according to the Fibonacci ratios, and there could be an extended fifth wave, of course, which gold can gold normally does. But tell you what, the story is coming to a standstill with RSI diverging at I think it should be diverging at an hourly chart as well. 4-hour chart was not a very strong divergence, but uh, yeah, we are very close to the either the top is carved along with the RSI diverging or various divergence scenarios, or there is just about one more wave to carve or complete the structure. All right. Yesterday, I mean, we took shorts in the portal around 25 gold, 31.25, and we covered it around 31.05 intraday lows, very close to intraday lows around 31.01. So that was a good intraday cut. We might want to initiate shorts again around London times or possibly New York session. Um, but aggressively we are turning short. That's the most high probable trade setup, but it's going to be an aggressive short. Now on the long side, it's a bit difficult. Why? Because we are at all-time highs right now, and committing on the long side at this price would not suffice uh, the trading style. We need to see at least a corrective decline. But looking at the wave counts here, where it shows that five waves are completing or terminating potentially at three different degrees. I also want to believe that the chart is telling us a story where the correction is not going to last. It's not going to be a shallow corrective decline. I mean, if we believe the charts, the first drop or the first corrective wave should end somewhere close to three 3,000 or maybe 3017, right where wave four for minute degree actually terminated. So those are the stories. So right now we are flat, but we'll be inclined to initiate aggressive shots in gold going forward through the terminal, through the portal. Sorry. All right. So those are the stories as we move into the Tokyo Sydney overlap. Euro firmly on the long side, dollar index firmly on the short side, pound firmly on the long side, and gold we are now waiting for entering again on the short side, please. For Bitcoin and Dow Jones, we still have some waiting to go before we can enter on the short side with wave 2 at a minute degree, respectively. All right, so with that note, let's bring it a pause here, and we'll be back again in a few hours during London times. Until that, once again, thank you for tuning. And until the next one, as always, please do take care and God bless. Goodbye.